and one of my stepsisters and my sister and I bike rode to, like, this convenience store nearby, and we kind of noticed that this guy was like looking at us a little bit. So we went into the convenience store. It was like, let's just see if he's actually following us.
No.
And he was. How's it going, bros? My name is
Tribit Council. Welcome back to another Tribit Council playthrough.
We found this game on the internet. I don't think anyone's ever played it before. It's called Slender Man in the 8 pages.
Is there more maps?
Yeah, there's more.
Oh, do we want to play winter?
Well, go through all of them. Let's see.
Okay.
There's forest, winter, autumn.
Oh, that's very fitting.
That's it. Forest, winter, and autumn.
Should we play
Forest is the
autumn?
classic. We gotta do forest.
All right, we'll play forest. So we are playing this because there's a bit of a mess up with the capture card for Wind Waker, and so
By bit of a mess up, I mean Zach forgot
I forgot it when I came over to record today. So
We all do whoopsies.
instead of that, we will.
So we hit the Wii U a couple times, and this showed up on the actual cartridge.
It was so scary. We said this is so scary.
And it also
This is
turned
so
HD.
spooky.
I mean, look at these graphics.
It's true.
They're beautiful.
This is a real tree.
You can see every ant on that tree.
There's
It's
ray
beautiful.
tracing on the trees.
We're
Ray
gonna run with
tracing.
it though. We're gonna run with this whole beautiful mess because it'll lead us right up to Halloweek, which is coming up pretty soon. So
Spooky. I've heard this is the scariest game. I'm the one playing, so if you hear pants pissing, that's me.
Have you ever played this before?
I used to play this game all the time as a kid, and I always thought it was scary. And then I watched it like 2 years later, and I was like, "This ain't nothing."
Yeah, exactly. I look back in like a lot of Let's Plays. I'm like, dang, this is really not scary.
hey, this is what passed for scary back then.
It's just
Yeah.
dark. Like we increased the brightness.
Oh, we
and-
should turn the lights off in this room
Oh, good
yeah.
idea.
for aesthetics. I never watched or played this game, so perfect.
Oh, now we're scared. It's so scary.
Now I can see the screen though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's scary.
really shows how bad my TV is.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, it's not. It definitely ain't no OLED. This black is very gray compared to your monitor.
It might be the game too.
Look at your monitor. It
It's
is not the
black.
game.
Fair enough. Fair
It is
enough.
not the game.
People will know
Hopefully-
what we're talking about because
Hopefully
it'll just
the
look like
audience has perfect OLED TVs.
Yeah,
where they
their
can see
TVs
it
will probably look
perfectly.
great. My TV is like from like 2010.
Let's be real. They're not even watching this on the TV. They're
Yeah,
watching this on their phone.
and every phone is OLED.
your
Yeah.
TV is still the type to like put out gigawatts of heat. Is that how you measure
I
heat?
see a freaking page.
Gigajoules.
What's it say? Don't look, or it takes you.
No.
Or it takes you.
How do I? Okay. Why is it Y? That's strange. Y is to take.
What do you mean? Why isn't the interact button?
So I think now Slender is actually on the
Yeah,
map.
so
somewhere.
Slender doesn't appear until you grab at least one page.
Yeah.
And the more pages you have, the more harsh his AI is.
I don't know, bros.
Oh.
Whoa, jeez.
Run! Okay.
Maybe we should have mapped out the pages before we grabbed one.
This is definitely a different map than the original.
Yeah, I remember like a silo.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
bathroom,
like
the bathroom of Doom.
Yeah, bathroom. That was scary.
Oh, we downloaded the quote unquote new version.
Yeah, we got that new.
That poo poo nunu tribe.
Guys, we're big fraidy cats, so we're gonna have the biggest reactions to
Yeah,
this
this is gonna
Slender
be
thing.
so scary.
We're gonna try our best to be brave, but
Yeah.
I'll put on a brave face for these kind folks.
this is one of the scariest
Too bad they
games in
can't see it.
existence.
The scariest game of all time, I think.
How did it get us?
What happened?
How did it get us? We didn't even see him.
We got outplayed.
Well,
Yeah,
next
played.
time on Tribit Council.
No, I'll put it to autumn.
Autumn.
Okay, let's go.
That was so scary. Wow.
Oh.
Moon.
Autumn has me looking up at the moon.
A little bit of, well, yeah, you got those nice winter nights.
Beautiful.
Pre-winter nights, I meant.
So scary.
Guys, what's
This
your...
looks like the same map, but just the trees are
It's probably all it
the
is.
trees are yellow, and the winter is probably the same, but it's winter.
Just snowy.
Guys, what's your favorite time
What's
of the
that?
year?
What was that?
Oh,
What was that?
oh God.
My favorite time of the year is the happy time. When I'm
A
not
happy
when I'm
time.
not playing.
When I'm-
Scary.
When
Is
I'm
this
not
for the
playing
page?
scary games. W-step,
What?
Z brony hazard.
What? I thought I was having a stroke.
Do we have like a detect language that we could do?
Hello.
Is that what it
My
said?
favorite time. I'm a big fall fan. I'll say.
I would say
like-
fall is probably.
I like apple cider.
It's either
I like,
fall or winter, for me.
That's
I like
fair.
corn maze. I like fall time fun. I like carving pumpkins and the such.
Over the years, I've grown to enjoy fall.
I used
I
to like
mean-
summer because it was my birthday. But
Yeah, same here. I liked summer because I didn't have school, and fall was just going back to school, and I didn't like it, so I didn't like fall. But now I like fall.
Yeah,
they reused the same sign.
I'm between fall and winter
Lazy.
because I love snow and I love the winter aesthetics more than I love the fall aesthetics. But I
Don't
will
look
say
or
the fall
taste.
aesthetics last longer. Like they're more consistent throughout the fall season than winter is. Like
Yeah.
after December, everything just kind of falls off in terms of winter aesthetic.
That's
I don't know.
fair.
I feel like recently, especially, like the trees have like leaves, the yellow leaves on them for like a day, and then they're just all dead.
That's what I felt like.
No,
Yeah.
but you've got like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and those
That's
are
fair.
both very like fall time vibes.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
like
I mean?
New Year's is during during winter, but New Year's doesn't have anything to do with winter.
As soon as you get past December too, you still got 2 months of winter,
And no one
and if you're
cares.
around here, it's like 3 or 4 months of winter.
Yeah, everyone's just looking forward to.
Right, and there's no
spring and
vibes.
summer. Yeah. I like to cut my seasons in half and judge it like that. I like the first half of winter, second half of spring, first half of summer, and then first
Beautiful.
half of fall.
Beautiful dirt.
See,
So he likes he likes the new season. He just hates when it stays.
He did like
Yeah.
the second half of which
Second half of spring, because first half of spring is
It's
just
just
like
extra
everything's
winter.
dead.
it's just it's just
It's
winter
just more
DLC.
winter.
Yeah. Winter, I like it when it's just like Christmas and it's very fun. Everybody's like very festive, stuff like that, holidays. And then you just go into more, and then just more, and
Yeah.
then fall. I like it when the leaves are changing, obviously, and then once
what
the
was
leaves
that?
change, just like dead.
What was that? Oh, what was that? Oh, it's so scary.
I would say
I'm
specifically for New York because winter is basically, I would say winter is 3 different sections and spring is only 1.
Yeah,
Like the second half of spring is the
it's
only
just the
part
one
that's actually
section of
spring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then the first half of spring is just the last
What's-
third of winter.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
So I like the first 2/3 of winter
Where's the light?
and all of fall.
Oh, wow.
that's fair.
Wait, what? Where's this light coming from?
I don't know. Is it
That's
outside?
just your eyes.
Is it outside?
Oh, is it inside here? I don't know. This is so scary. It's making me lose my mind.
Do you have a little light above your head? Is that why you have light right now?
You've got a halo.
Oh, I guess.
You're a little angel trying to go to heaven, but Slenderman's trying to stop you.
Slenderman's trying to drag me down.
We're not doing a very good job of making this like a very scary atmosphere.
I've been
We've
trying.
been talking too much about like jovial.
I've
No,
been
I,
trying.
I commend you for that, Mike. You were trying. We we kind of got off on a. I started us off on a tangent of like wistfully
Wholesome.
talking about wholesome seasonal preferences.
What was
could
the
put-
scariest you've ever been?
We could put like
Scariest.
horrorscape music on top of this. Be like, whoa, and then just like random shrieking.
Maybe we want to.
Let's do it.
What was the scariest thing you've ever witnessed? One time I witnessed a guy die outside of a Wendy's.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
Yeah. Me, my brother, my sister, and my sister's friend were at Wendy's. And then we look outside because we hear a bunch of ambulance. We see a guy lying in the middle of the road. And then the ambulance comes, puts a tarp over him, and carries him off.
Oh my god.
Dang.
We were
what?
like, I just wanted nuggets. I don't know what's going on.
Now I got trauma.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
The scariest thing that's ever happened for me. Okay, so how about this? I think the scaredest that I've ever been, like at least this is a very standout memory, is back in the day when I was a young little lad.
Like telling you to collect pages.
Well, I have a button that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like, come on, man.
I was just mashing all the
Taking
buttons.
too
trying to
long.
Come on,
see what they
asshole.
do.
Get your pages.
Back in the day, right? My half brothers and half sisters were all gathered around at one of our family gatherings. It was a
Yeah.
Thanksgiving or a Christmas or something.
Ooh, was it like spooky
Ooh,
gathering?
It was because
gathering.
we were all like, they were like teens and I was still like pretty young. And they were talking about like crazy stuff.
Oh.
And
Oh.
the topic they brought up was like I'm gonna have trouble remembering it, so bear with me. But it's like you're in a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And outside is surrounded on all sides by like people that could like absolutely take you down and have guns and stuff. And then there's like a guy that is coming into the house, and it's like, what do you do? Like in that moment. And that, for whatever reason, that fear of like, you're trapped, like stuck with me for a long time, and I was afraid that it was gonna actually happen at some point.
I can arrange that.
Scary.
You know what I mean? Like it's like I thought that was just gonna be an occurrence that I had to deal
like,
with in
like
life.
when you're a kid,
Yeah.
you think quicksand is just like a common occurrence.
Exactly.
And just
exactly
like
like
venomous
that.
snakes are gonna be everywhere. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So-
Someone broke into my dorm room, which was a pretty scary experience.
Really?
Yeah, I was not there at the time. It was just my roommate, and he was not very nice. He was not very a good roommate, and I was back in our hometown, which is about an hour away, and my roommate texted me. He was like, "Were you in the dorm? I thought you went home." And
I did
No.
go home.
I did go home. He was like, "Oh, somebody just broke in then." I was like,
So
"What?
nonchalant
What?"
about it.
Yeah. And so I went home, and I went to my dorm, and like,
Scary.
third
Nice job.
page, Slenderman's gonna come out now.
Does it take 3 on this map?
Nah,
No.
I think it just.
He's just
We
taking
have
his
this
sweet
very
dang
timid
time.
until you get 3 or 4. I don't know how I died.
Yeah, that first
I
time
don't know.
it only took 1.
Yeah, and I didn't even do anything. I just walked into a building and immediately died.
Yeah, he was just being cheeky there.
So what's the end of that story? How did it resolve?
It just
Didn't.
It really didn't.
You just don't know what happened?
Yeah, somebody just like broke into our dorm because he didn't lock the door, which is something I always do now.
Did they take anything?
Luckily, no. They like ransacked my bed, and that's pretty much it.
That's scary.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just messing with you.
Maybe, I don't know.
doubt it.
Have you
That'd be a
considered
very
that?
Weird...
It was like the first week of like being in the dorm with the person, like the guy, and he'd never done anything that weird.
That'd be a
again.
very weird ploy.
Yeah.
Weird hazing ritual.
Yeah.
I've also got another spooky story.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
down.
to
it's so
hear.
scary.
So there was this one time we were camping out in the woods, and it was just like me and like I had 3 stepsisters at the time and like a sister, and one of my stepsisters and my sister and I, we bike rode to like this convenience store nearby. So we did that. There was like a little arcade in there, so we played a little bit of arcade, and we kind of noticed that this guy was like looking at us a little bit, and we were like mean age like 12 at the time, so we were getting a little freaked out. So we went into the convenience store. It was like, let's just see if he's actually following us.
No.
And he was.
No.
No, Slenderman.
He's
And then
following you?
yeah, so this guy was following
Scary.
us, and we were like, that's spooky. So we rode our bikes home, or like to the camp, and we could just like see him jogging behind us. So we like hightailed it home.
Right?
Yeah, and luckily we hadn't seen him ever since, but
See
like
him
it was
tomorrow.
spooky.
Well,
Yeah.
your stories end off so like
So like
open-ended. Like
Yeah.
he could still be following you.
Pretty much.
it
I
was
mean,
me, guys.
It was Michael. He was scary and like 40.
And now we live together.
Did you like tell your parents or anything?
Yeah, we did. They didn't really do anything. They're just like, oh, okay, that sounds good.
What do they do? That
Honestly,
point?
yeah.
Well, I guess I have a different experience with my parents because
Yeah.
my parents are police officers.
Always
so-
watches. No eye.
Whoa.
I've brought things to my parents before. Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God.
That actually kind of made me jump a little bit. That
don't
wasn't
know.
That
like
was kind of scary.
that wasn't like crazy scary, but I just
because
don't.
it's just been so long.
Yeah,
and
we
that,
hadn't
and I just
seen
don't
him.
want to lose. I've kind of forgot that he's in this game.
Whew, they
just,
they
like-
got Slenderman in this game?
They got Slender in here? I was kind of expecting him there for some reason. My brain was like, oh yeah, he's there. I don't know
Maybe
why.
your mind wrote Slenderman.
Maybe.
Maybe you've just had enough scary experiences. I feel like I don't have enough, or either that or they're just repressed. But if I ever did have anything scary that came up, like I was saying, my parents are cops, so like I've seen them clear our house before, like tactically clear our house.
Yeah.
There was one time where I think I was probably listening to, I always go to bed with podcasts or music or something playing through headphones into my ears, because otherwise like my brain doesn't settle down. And so one time I woke up and there must have been, the headphones must have like fallen under my pillow or something. So it was very muffled, but it was still playing. Because like I swear to God, I heard voices.
Yeah, you started to hear people like talking.
Yeah, I heard like a conversation happening downstairs, like below me, obviously, because it was under my pillow or something. So I like ran into my mom's room and I'm like, hey, like I hear voices downstairs. And so they like swept the whole house and cleared it all out and they were yelling out like, hello, is anybody there? Like taking out rooms and turning lights on and stuff.
Just shoot fire at will.
Yeah. My dad's like told me before, like, don't turn the light on when you're coming upstairs because like I'll get ready to shoot you.
That's crazy.
That's
I always
really
turn the
weird.
lights on.
Well, it's the thought process is like burglars will turn on lights and stuff as they're going throughout the house to like see what's going on, because they're unfamiliar with the space. But if you're familiar with the space,
you could just like figure out everything.
But what
in the
about
dark.
you shouldn't need lights to walk around,
What
right?
about the ghosts that get you in the dark?
And it's mostly flashlights. He's like, don't turn the flashlight on coming up the stairs.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I messed up what I was saying.
I use flashlights because I don't want to turn on the light. I use my phone.
He said he would rather me turn on the lights because burglars wouldn't turn on the lights.
Yeah,
I usually do. But my parents installed like the Alexa smart house.
Yeah,
but they didn't install like smart switches, so the only way you can control it is with your voice.
Yell.
So I just am like, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, he's been like, it freaks me out. Like you got to be careful walking up the stairs with a flashlight on like that on me.
that must be a nice feeling to just have like people who are prepared for that kind of thing. Because that's my biggest fear is just like home invasions.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I always lock my door to a fault. I lock my car, like if I'm going like somewhere and I forgot something in my house, I'll like lock the car to walk in my house for 2 seconds and then walk out again.
Yeah, honestly,
I mean, that's good practice. Honestly,
I always double lock my car. I like lock it on the inside and just make sure with the key fob.
Yeah, and I lock my door like without thinking about it. And one time I was over at my friend's house, and we went to like, she lived next to her grandpa or something, and so like the group of us went. She needed to grab something from his house, so we left, and I just locked her door on her. And we were locked out of her house.
Yeah, you locked her out of the house, right?
Yeah, she had a spare key, but it took like 20 minutes to find the spare key.
Yeah, our house was so old we didn't have locks on the doors, basically, inside doors, like bedroom doors and stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't have a lock on my bedroom door right now, which is not fun.
Yeah, it's not the best feeling, honestly.
But we have
I grew up with never locking
door.
like the internal doors.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't have a lock on my door, but in our first apartment, I did, and I got used to it.
Yeah.
Even though it was like one of the locks that you can like stick a penny in it and then twist it.
Still, it's a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Takes that much longer, especially if you're not expecting it.
That and like even if like someone came over, like a friend, if like you didn't know the friend that well and they could just sneak in, steal my stuff.
Right. Gives you that little bit of extra time and notice what they're doing.
Dang, Slenderman is not coming out anymore.
No, just that one. It was actually really good though.
Yeah.
I would prefer that rather than him being around all the time and
Like
just
a
it
good
be
get.
annoying.
Yeah.
A couple good gets.
Where are these other pages? I feel like I've gone through this whole map like 6 times.
I don't know, man. Stay strong.
Yes.
Go through the border of the map.
I'll stay
and see.
strong, like scary.
Like scary.
I will say there is something to that, Jack, where it was nice having that like protective presence at home.
Yeah.
Because I never had to worry about anything like that. And then also like, you know, as kids, older class, like I used to get bullied a decent amount.
Yeah.
An older upperclassmen would everywhere from elementary school to high school would, you know, they make their threats or whatever, and they're all open because they're children and they don't understand like the implications of them.
Yeah.
But if anyone was ever like like, oh, I'm gonna come over to your house and like beat you up or whatever. Like that was never a concern. Like that was basically an empty threat to me.
should've
Yeah,
said,
that was
"Come
just
and
like a
try
death
it."
sentence for them.
I did. I used to be like, go ahead and try. You will be stopped within
You
like
will be shot.
entering a mile radius within my house,
Yeah.
like or of my house. Get sniped.
There's a
We have
sniper
the
on your roof.
sniper.
My dad just sits up there with a rifle all times.
I'm like Dora. I say sniper, go sniping.
Ooh.
Here we go.
One more page.
You didn't even read it.
Oh,
Oh,
two more
yeah,
pages.
Yeah, well, I just meant like one more page that I got. I think it's
okay.
got, ooh, so scary. I'm so
Terrifying.
scared.
Terrifying. Yeah, from what I see, most of my like neighborhood, because it's on a main road, it's not really like too scary to like have like burglaries on there. It's not gonna happen because it's so like the roads are so like brightly lit.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff
just
like that.
too much traffic.
Yeah, but when I was maybe like 10 or something like that, I used to live in just like, ooh,
Ooh.
So scary. I run away. I'm so scared.
so scary.
I think it takes away from the scariness of it if you go, oh, I'm
Oh,
so scary.
I'm pissing my pants. I'm so scared.
That's how he's relieving the stress of just Slender Man.
I do. Sorry, continue your story, Jack. and
Yeah,
then
when
I'll
I
have
was
something
like
for after that.
10, I used to live in like the woods. Like the next neighbors to our house would be like probably a mile or two away.
That's always seemed really scary to me.
That's where my parents
Yeah.
always wanted to live, and I was like,
No.
Well, it is like really nice to be just out there. Oh
Ah,
my goodness.
run away. No.
I don't think you can run away at that point.
Oh,
Dang.
that's stupid. He should at least show up and do that.
Yeah, and like it used to do the static, and it doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
What do you think? Winter?
One more
We
for
could
the
try
winter.
a quick winter.
Quick winter. Quick winter while Jack finishes his story, and then I got something else I want to mention too.
All right.
I'll try to speed run it.
Yeah, so I've always wanted a house in like the woods because I've grown up near it, and it's always really nice having land because it's really nice to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just like run around out there, do something like that, or have space to do.
So you would go back to
really.
it.
I would definitely go back to it. There wasn't really anything like too bad. We did have like coyotes in the yard
Okay.
at one point that would like, you know, sometimes try to like be very not friendly to our cat, which was always scary for me as like a 10-year-old. Be like, no, my
Yeah,
cat.
but I mean, even in the non-rural part that I was in growing up, like
Yeah,
we had coyotes in the
stuff
yard.
would happen like that. Yeah.
We literally had coyotes in our yard and stuff.
Oh,
before.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the exact same thing.
Oh.
Probably not as much.
Probably not.
Um,
No, but yeah, it's just I'd do it again.
So
Nice cabin in the woods.
But
Maybe
yeah.
not like cabin in the woods horror story, kind of like where it's just one room and I'm just like unprotected. But pretty cool. Anyways, Zach, you said you wanted to mention something.
it was when you were talking about like Mike's coping
What?
mechanism
What
of
does he
being like,
say?
oh, scary.
Yeah.
Don't look or it takes you.
God.
Scary.
It's good advice. Good advice. There was. I feel kind of bad about it now because I feel like I may or may not have ruined the experience of it, but I did a haunted hayride one time with some friends. And I wasn't scared the entire time because I mitigated any fear by just making jokes about everything. Like
I always do that.
I was that guy
That's
that was
fair.
like joking on every single thing that passed. It'd be like, oh, I'm gonna eat you, and then like, I'd be like, oh, let me season myself first, or something like that. Like I'd just be throwing out
oh, you
stupid
got
little
the quips.
stupid little quips and just like taking away from it, taking away from the seriousness of it, so that like you don't let yourself get invested.
Yeah,
and you,
exactly. So you're not
therefore
like
don't
taking
get
it
afraid.
seriously or anything
Right? Yeah.
like that.
Did you just
yeah.
pass a page?
Did I?
Sorry. Look at the wall. To the left of it a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it was the glare or something that I saw. Sorry.
Maybe it's
Probably, yeah.
that brick.
I feel a little bit bad about it now because I don't want to ruin the experience for anybody who wants to go through it legit. But I've got like this innate ability to like cast off fear by just goofing on it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I never react at haunted houses. Is my issue. Like even if it jumps me, I'm just like
yeah,
maybe
exactly.
that at all, and like I don't make a face, and I feel bad for like the actors. So
That's how I always feel.
So,
I'm just
like,
man, they really want like a reaction out
well,
of me.
every
I'm just
time. Well, I feel bad for the actors. So every time like there is something that's like supposed to be scary, I'm like, good job. I say that out loud.
That's really funny.
But like I go with friends who are like absolutely terrified. Like my one friend, you have to like hold on to her arm the whole time,
Yeah.
or else she'll be too scared to go through it. So like and like even my guy friends are all just like so scared
super scary.
that like they always make me go in the front so that I get all the jump scares. And I just don't react. So the person jumps in, doesn't react, and then hears like half the room around because he's like that like he hears people screaming and jumping that didn't even see it. And
That's
they like
funny.
run away, and I'm just like walking through, and I was like, that's a pretty cool costume. Like,
That's funny.
It's so sad, but that's how I am with like. And the big thing is that like I told myself like once is like they're not allowed to touch me.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like I do these haunted hayrides. I do like the haunted houses and stuff like that. I always see through like the costumes as just like, okay, that's just a person. It's like not. He's not gonna touch me. He's not gonna like. He doesn't pose
So,
any
like,
threat to me.
If I went to a haunted house where they were allowed to, that would probably scare me.
Oh
The
my
haunted
God, yeah.
hayride that I went on, they did touch people occasionally, even though they weren't necessarily supposed to.
Yeah, I always thought it would be so cool if they had like a plant person, where it's just like one guy who's pretending to be like a normal.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Normal person, and then just like somebody crawl out of like the leaves and just drag him away.
Yeah.
That would be the craziest. To be like, oh my God, they could do that to us.
Right. Like things have just gone off the rails.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
it's like even if you
Something
go with,
to disrupt your sense of like oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, it would like.
or it's like
it would
even if you go
mitigate,
with your
like, not
friends, like
touching.
one of your friends can like they'll secretly hand him a waiver saying that you could do something. One of your friends gets snatched.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be so cool.
That'd be amazing. I would love it so much more, because I just feel like haunted houses are just like walking through something. Oh no, there's somebody behind the corner. Oh boy.
There's a girl dressed up as a dead girl.
Oh, God,
Ooh, another
yeah.
page. Let's go. What's it say? What's it say? What's it say?
This is we've lost the scary aesthetic.
Oh no,
Yeah.
but it says follows.
Another page. Let's go.
So scary.
One page in the books. Let's go. Let's get it.
No, I definitely have that detachment thing that you're talking about, Mike. Like I just even if I get startled, that's one thing, but I don't ever get like big reaction.
Yeah, I've
Um,
never been one to do that.
VR
either.
games get me scared.
Oh, I would be way too scared to do a VR horror game.
Like I have VR
I've
horror
never
games, and those
attempted it.
scare me.
Well, and
Which
you said
is funny
even
because
the,
it's the same thing.
you said even the
can't
the
run
touching
or
thing
don't
would get
run.
you. Like if they were allowed to touch you.
yeah.
Yeah, but like they can't touch me in VR games, and I know that.
Yeah, I know, but like on the like I said, they were touching people, even though they weren't supposed to.
What
Huh?
was that scary music?
I think you saw him.
Oh, here he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
there he is. Run away.
I'm running.
They were touching people despite them saying in the beginning that they weren't super supposed to. But when somebody like ran up and jumped on me and like tried to get me scared, like I just wrapped my arm around him and was like, "Hey, my buddy." I don't know what it is.
I feel like I might like
I
that.
just blow it off.
That's one possibility, but I just won't be scared at a haunted house unless like they were able to touch me or something.
It's definitely the group you're in.
Yeah.
Especially that helps. If you were alone in that, if you were alone in like a
That's-
haunted
yeah.
house, that would be bad.
Especially since they're all scared and I'm like so like not scared by it that I'm just like, come on guys, it's not that scary.
Yeah, exactly.
But
You're
like I
just
have one
that
friend
guy.
who's always like, "You better not scare me, or I'm gonna punch him in the face." And I'm like, "You don't have to do
You
that.
don't have to
bro.
be that
like, It ain't
serious,
that
man.
real."
It ain't that real.
And he's always like, "You be in front of me, because if I get jump scared, I'm gonna punch him in the face." And I'm like, "No, you're not. Like you're not him. Like that's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
I do remember in middle school one time they had like that haunted hallway thing at our school dance.
I remember hearing about that. I've never done it.
Yeah,
What was it like? What was it like?
It was pretty good. I mean, it was just like a free thing they set up, and like some students would get involved and help. be scary. It was your basic haunted house type deal where you walk through some areas and there's a couple actors and maybe some masks and stuff. But there was one like taller guy, whether it was a teacher or a student, I don't know, but they were taller than me because it was middle school and I was still pretty short, hadn't hit the growth spurt yet. And like I'd been going through the thing totally fine. And like the guy walked up and he had this big mask on, and he was like kind of towering over me, standing there like staring down at me.
Yeah.
And I was like weirdly scared by it.
Height definitely plays a very big role in like what scares you.
Because I just couldn't walk by, and because they were blocking the way, and they were just standing there. And I was like, I really hope this guy doesn't like lunge out for me. And then as I'm standing there, I'm like, they're not allowed to touch me. Like, this is school.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. And then he did. He like lunged out in my direction. And like the knee-jerk reaction was, I was so scared that in the knee-jerk reaction, I just like threw my hands up and like slapped the mask on his face and it like tilted sideways.
That's funny.
But it was like a full face mask. So it just wrapped around to a different part of the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there was like a pause and nobody moved, and then he just kind of walked past me, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
But it was just, I think that's the only moment where I've actually like,
there he is,
had a real big reaction, real big fearful reaction. Otherwise, I don't get scared that much. I don't feel like.
Yeah. The pages, they say not to look at him.
I went to one middle school dance, and then like, my friend and I forget how, like somehow made a girl cry. There's something about like she had a crush on him or something, and like we said something and she started crying about it. And I was like, this is not fun. So I never went to another middle school dance again.
That's really sad.
I thought you just meant like in general.
No,
like,
we beat her up.
You bullied a kid into crying or something.
No.
That'd be awesome.
No, she had like, it was like she had a crush on him or something. Someone said something, she got embarrassed, started crying or something. It was some stupid middle school drama.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is dumb.
He's right there. He's right there.
Where?
He was to the left.
Gone.
He's gone now.
Where are you, you sick bastard?
Right there.
How many pages are we on?
We're on 6, 5. I feel like it's over there too. That's what makes me so sad.
This is a long episode.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's Slender Man, man.
Slender Man.
Man.
Is he Jamaican?
Yeah, this is
Slender Man.
So if we didn't state it before, I know it's like way late in the video at this point, but we're doing a couple scary videos leading up to like Halloweek. Hey, there it is. Okay. I'm a motion to end. Next week, we're going to do FNAF as like another lead up into Halloweek. And then
game.
Halloweek officially will start. There'll be a series uploaded like every day. I don't know how much more I should say about it, so I'll leave it at that.
I'll say prepare for scare.
Prepare for the scare.
Even though I won't be in the Halloweek videos, you just know that I'll be pissing my pants watching.
Maybe
with you guys. We'll be viewers.
Maybe the Five Nights at Freddy's video will have a more spooky atmosphere, and we will not be joking around the whole time.
But based on what we've been talking about this whole time, we probably will be joking.
All right, all those opposed, click through. You can watch that FNAF video in a week. And then all those in favor, hit subscribe. That way, either way, you can catch us in the next one. Bye-bye.
Watch out for Slender.
Watch out for Slender. Goodbye. Spooky,
the scary mouse cursor.
The Slender Man stabbings. Ooh.